Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I'll be sharing a few ways that I celebrate the beauty and abundance of summer. Starting with a little hiking trip that I took in the foothills of the mountains nearby. A Georgia summer is the only one I've ever known. The heat comes out of nowhere, the days they stretch endless, filled with light, humidity, and an endless list of chores. But this brings beautiful abundance. I went on a hike recently to enjoy the cooler temperatures brought on by a soft rain, and I wanted to take you with me. It is our human nature to reflect the Earth's seasons. We have our summers, times of growth and vibrancy, as well as our winters. I've often heard summer being the season of vibrance, activity, work, abundance, and of high social energy. This may well be true for a lot of people, but in my case, I feel that summer is one of the resting seasons. Summer is for reflection. The days are long and bright. The sun illuminates all things and feeds an abundant garden. Yet for all the luscious flowers and herbs, green beans and tomatoes, there will be plenty of weeds. The sun shines on this. Perhaps summer is the time for weeding, in a literal and metaphoric sense. What I mean to say is, I can acknowledge problems in my life, I can work steadily towards change, but I can't forget to appreciate the abundance around me and also ask, if nature is a teacher, what lessons am I learning? Sorry for the background noise, my grandma is watering the garden so the water hose is on and you can hear it through the whole house. But this is the St. John's wort that I picked on the hike, but it's gonna go very simply into a mason jar, and then I pour the vodka on top and I let it rest for a couple of weeks. Sit for a couple of weeks. I need to put this in a tighter jar, but maybe you can already see it's already starting to turn pink, and eventually it will be this gorgeous lead ruby red color. So I'm going to store it away and then check back in a couple of days. Hello and good morning. It's the next day and I wanted to quickly show you how this is looking. See, it's already quite pink, and it will only darken further as the essence of the plant is extracted over time. This summer, I am learning a lesson in richness. Not literal monetary wealth, but richness. The juxtaposition that only summer sun can bring. Brilliant light dancing next to deep shadows. Black storm clouds punctuated by white lightning. The way every leaf and flower is plainly illuminated, while every tree casts a net of vague and mysterious darkness. Good morning, everybody. The blueberries are coming in. These did not yield last year, these bushes. But I trimmed them a couple of weeks ago, so I'm hoping that will help. But I'm so excited to have blueberries for breakfast. Look at how fairy-like. This is a fairyland. When I think of fairies, for some reason I think of dew. Sparkling dew on blueberries, apparently. Very specific, but these are just so beautiful. If you watched my last video, it may be apparent that I've been preoccupied with my career this year. Each of us, at some point in life, will be hoisted upon a pedestal and expected to make a change, complete an important milestone, or do something worthwhile. Summer magnifies this, I think. It isn't often that the spotlight shines on small achievements, which I think is what my channel is all about. For example, we had a huge blueberry harvest this year, all because I made the small decision to finally prune the bushes back in the spring. I also started a small herb garden, something I've wanted to do for years. I've been able to harvest feverfew and calendula to start some herbal remedies for autumn. I've also worked on a vegetable garden, which I'll share a little later in this video. My point is, none of these are huge achievements, but when I bring in a basket of tomatoes for soup, or hand-picked banana peppers to dress up my evening meal, I feel rich. I didn't notice them at first, but I guess that's the whole idea. When I complete a new sewing project, a dress that I made out of thrifted bed sheets or curtains, I feel like $1,000,000. It's okay to want nice things, and if you have the money to pay for it, that's great. This video isn't really about monetary richness, but how abundance can be found in everyday, ordinary things. Good morning. We're in my little back herb garden, because I have these marigolds and then some of the feverfew that I showed you the other day. And those are the only two things besides the little holy basil over there in the pot. Everything else I had planned didn't come up. And you know, it happens, but these are lovely. And I'm thankful. At least I grew two things, and they're just so beautiful. And they smell amazing, and they're so sunny and gorgeous. Today is August 1st. It's the first harvest festival. It's Lunasa. And to see the sunshine, yellow flowers is just really encouraging and a reminder that we can do things. We can grow pretty things. As you can see, our tomato plants are exploding. They had said to plant them with a raw egg at the roots, which I did, and I think it worked because all the extra nutrients and the calcium has really just made them go wild. We live on the wild side over here. I am so glad I got to share all of my summer activities in this video. I know that this video has been a long time coming, but the thing about my videos is I try to make them more of a realistic depiction of my life, of course through an aesthetic, artistic lens, but it's over an actual scale of time. So growing a garden and going on hikes, these are things that I just do spontaneously, or I mean, of course not the garden, but planning everything and getting some filming in there and just trying to piece it together for you has been a challenge, but a worthy challenge and a really fun way to share how I celebrate richness and abundance of the season. It seems like the months have flown by since this rainy spring afternoon, but there's still a month of summer left. I can't fast forward too much into fall. So before I close the video out, I wanted to share some lake footage from around midsummer, and I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you next time.